Okay. Hey YouTube, and how everyone doing today? It seems like a very interesting day. Today was rainy. I hope everyone had their jackets and umbrellas today. Um, if you're tuning in and you're new to my channel, I don't do this much. I'm very new to it, so I'm trying to get used to it. Thank you for viewing my channel. Thank you for viewing my video. Very appreciative of it. And I hope that you're interested in the content and you take something from it and it helps you or it doesn't. Let me know in the comments. Give me a like, dislike, constructive criticism, whatever the case may be. I'm open-minded to everything. So uh, today I'm gonna be doing the Virgo reading, and y'all know I do the past, present, and future. For the past and present, I do a 10 card read along with 3 card readings to clarify at the end. Sometimes I believe that the reading from each goes into the next one. So if I repeat something, I apologize, but more than likely it was necessary. So, we're gonna just go ahead, dive into this read, you feel me? Okay? So, for Virgo, gods and goddesses, what is it that um, Virgo needs to know about past? Okay? Just gonna slap that on right there. Seven of clubs, 4 of hearts. Sorry, I didn't say that first one there. Today has been an interesting day. I'm gonna just say that. Very interesting. And 7 of clubs in reverse, by the way. Seven of diamonds. This looks like it could be in reverse. The star. The 5 of diamonds. Two of hearts. Jack of hearts in reverse. You have 6 cards. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and set the rest of this deck off to the side because we got the rest of the cards we need. So 10 of spades in reverse. Ten of hearts. Wheel of fortune. And this is new. And the upright. 7 of spades. You got 3 sevens here. If you see 777 a lot or 1010 in the time, more than likely it means something. I would look up the angel numbers for it and figure out what it means. And we have 0, the Kabuki mask, in reverse. Alright. Okay. So 4 of hearts. I get the idea of a motherly reference here. More than likely, you had a mother when you were younger who told you many things that was necessary for you to know. Many things that were important growing up. She taught you well. More than likely, you were the type to only have a single parent, unfortunately. And your father more than likely was just hoeing around, doing whatever, and uninterested in the uninterested in you, Virgo, unfortunately. Even growing up and even as an adult. And more than likely as a child, you were the type that would hope that one day my dad would be interested in me. My dad would pay attention to me. My dad would show me some care, show me some love. Unfortunately, more than likely you had to find it from someone else. We will get into that later. 7 of clubs in reverse. This gives me the idea that you have siblings on your father's side. Plenty of them. Some you may not know, and some you probably do know. And your father more than likely was the type of person that just did whatever and messed around with whoever and did not care what the consequences was behind it, unfortunately. And it may have took a toll on you growing up to understand as a young child that your parent could care less about what happens with you or your siblings. More than likely put you at a position where you were defensive and more than likely a fighter. Excuse me. Mouth was just going at it, saying whatever. More than likely, you were an angry child. A lot of siblings come to you or friends come to you in need of help because you're that type of friend that you're so aggressive and you put fear into other people. You don't mind it because it helps you feel good. Seven of Diamonds, Star, in reverse. You're probably a middle child, but for your mother, you're her only child. But because you have multiple siblings on your father's side, and more than likely, you probably relate more to your father as far as characteristics and personality wise. You grew up hating yourself, which I would say, don't do that. It doesn't help for you as a person, and it doesn't help for you when you are an adult and working on gaining confidence and working in workplaces as far as having proper attitude and etiquette. Your mother had you be the only child because you probably went through something where you hoped that both of your parents could be together. And you hoped that you could probably have another sibling from your mother. And it didn't work out that way. So you probably feel like the opposite of a star. You probably feel like someone just had it out for you and they didn't care for you. And so you had it out for them, regardless of who it was. Defensive. The only way you felt like you mattered and you were a star is if you were so defensive, if you were such a fighter, if you fought for people, your friends. It made you feel as though you were important. Five of diamonds. The king in reverse. Two of keys. For whatever reason, two of hearts is next, so I guess it may relate. Your parents probably had another child. Or something happened where a negative situation happened where your mother lost her child. And this could happen for anyone. Virgo, mainly. You probably looked at your father more of in hate. But I will say this. To be as defensive as you are, if you are so against what your father did to your mother, maybe you should not follow down that path as far as being so defensive and being so guarded. It may hinder relationships, friendships. It may cause you to have bumps in the road. It may cause you to be angry. It may even mess with your health. For a person that hates that their father didn't love them, you seem to be taking the role of your father to heart, literally. And you are basically becoming like your father. Which, because it's in reverse, obviously that was a downfall. Two of hearts, more towards motherly reference. And then we have the J of hearts as well. Siblings. I think the next cards will also have something to do with siblings as well. But this one may have a different meaning. So this one gives me the idea that your mother paid attention to you growing up, paid attention to your emotions, checked on you, wanted to make sure you were okay, tried to do what she could to make sure that you didn't end up like your dad. And probably, unfortunately for some people, they are okay with losing children from certain people because of the certain characteristics that they see out of that person. More than likely that person disgusted her after a while. Your father disgusted your mother after a while, Virgo. More than likely your father was a Virgo. And Because of that, you feel like, well, shoot, if that's what it's going to be like, then boom, that's what it's going to be like. And you basically accepted the negativity instead of considering the positivity that your mother was trying to put into your heart. You probably had plenty of opportunities to better yourself, but instead you chose to stay in that downward spiral in the worst way possible. Still looking for that love from your father. More than likely, it's time to move forward from it though. Just present day speaking. Because it will do you no justice. And for the sibling, for whatever reason, I get sibling rivalry. More than likely, you have a sibling that's probably equally like you and equally like your dad. And for that, you probably click with this person. But then on top of that, you probably have the worst disagreements with this person ever. Y'all probably could be cool one day, hanging, chilling, having a drink, and then the next minute things are just downward spiral. More than likely, this person is not someone that is healthy for you to hang around. So growing up around them probably wasn't the best idea. You probably knew that, and you chose to still just go down that path. We got 10. 10. 10 of spades, 10 of hearts. Then we have 7 of spades and the kabuki mask in reverse. You have younger siblings from your dad. More than likely, they will not turn out like your father. And you try your best to be in their lives. And it probably put you in a position where you felt like you wanted to, you know, be around other children and learn what it was like to be in other people's lives and understand what it was like to feel something else that you never felt before. 10 of spades. More than likely you were a part of someone's life that you should not have been part of. You probably caused more problems than more good. You probably had a lot to say to this person. You probably were a bad influence on this person because you were just confused. You were not aware that a person could be like this, like a good, nice, calm individual. It just seemed unreal to you. As a child, understandable. You don't know. Things happen. But I would say, hopefully, present day, you understand. Then we got the 10 of hearts. You probably looked at these people as family, as siblings. Because, you take people in and you more than likely look at them like, siblings, mom. You call your friends mom, dad. You call your friends' parents mom, dad. You look at your friends' siblings as though they're your siblings. You know, when we younger, we hang around our friends, spend the night, get away from our own reality for a little bit. But sometimes it doesn't feel like you would hope you would want it to feel. Sometimes it goes in the opposite direction and things kind of just turn out to be something different than you expect it to be. You might even start liking siblings, family that you created as your family. You start to look at them different because you're choosing not to open up your mind to be more positive, and you didn't give your mother the chance and the opportunity to be able to help you the way that she needed to. You probably ran away. Seven of Spades. You probably looked at yourself and wondered, what type of person could I possibly be? Virgo, I would say stop looking at yourself with such shame because it's unnecessary. But you take what you want to take out of this video and run with it. You were more than likely fake to yourself and fake to others. This is what I get when I look at this mask. You're not yourself. You're not being yourself. You're being something that you think that you're supposed to be. Don't be a stereotype. Don't be something that you know that you're not. We have the 3-card clarification here. Jack of Diamonds. More than likely you had a close friend growing up. You probably took advantage of this friend, and you probably look at this friend like they were just, easy to run over, just like your mom, because more than likely this friend had good intentions for you. And you looked at them like a sibling, so it's like a sibling on your mom's side that you never had type of thing. And it was unreal and unnormal to you. So for you to experience this, it probably was just like, wow, this isn't what I expected this to be like. And it put you at a crossroads with that person. More than likely, y'all grew up and y'all were cool. And y'all probably had a long relationship as sisters or brothers. But like most friendships, when you get older, depending on the person, y'all fade apart. Things get a little crazy. For whatever reason, Virgo, you back up because You're like, oh, I don't know. This person doing too much, and she a lot like my mom trying to help me. Seems like your parent, your father, was getting help from your mom. And because your dad did not accept that help from your mom, Queen of Diamonds, the irony. Because your father did not accept that help, you put yourself in a position like, well, I mean, do the same. Like, you're just following down a path that is not meant for you. Ace of Swords, Ace of Spades. More than likely, you have siblings that are probably older than you, but they look at you as if you are the oldest because of how defensive and how overprotective that you became. You basically put yourself in a position where you gonna be dead, and you gonna show him that you better, or you gonna be mom in other households, and you gonna show her that you gonna be better than them. So you put yourself in a position where all these siblings you have, you want to take care of them. You want to make sure they good. You want to make sure they don't feel like they don't have someone to come to like you did when you was little. Now I will say to a certain extent that there's nothing wrong with that. But you have to have your own life, for one. And for two, more than likely those siblings, they have parents. They have other people in their lives. They don't always need you to interfere. More than likely, some people just go ahead and be like, shoot, you want to take over? Fine. This gives me some time to be able to just do what the hell I want to do. And maybe that child, your sibling, might not want that. Just possibilities. We're going to get into the present day reading, gods and goddesses in the universe. What do we have to tell Virgo about present day? Seven of Hearts. This actually flew out on the floor earlier. I'm gonna slide that there. Just because I just want to see if there's another outcome for this. Two cards flew out. It was the blue eyes closed card. Say it again. And that card. So we'll see if it comes out again. Alright. Ten of Clubs, Jack of Diamonds. Five of Hearts, Eight of Clubs, both. The Seven of Hearts was in reverse, Five of Hearts in reverse, and this looks like it's in reverse as well. Gods and goddesses in the universe, please tell me what we have to tell Virgo for the present day. Seven of Diamonds. Three of Clubs in reverse. Seems like Virgo is predictable. Ace of Clubs in the upright. Seven of Clubs again, just like Seven of Diamonds. And we got Seven of Hearts. 777 again. We need one more card. Six of Hearts in reverse. But I feel like it's supposed to be like this. Look, Queen of Diamonds again. You know, out of curiosity, I kind of want to look at the other three cards in clarification, because it just looks like Virgo is just, you know, in Virgo's own world and still living out the same pattern. You know, a lot of people, they live out their lives and continue to, like, every year go through the same pattern of the same crap or the same bullshit. Maybe that's another reason why I seen the Wheel of Fortune. Another reason why I seen the Wheel of Fortune, you probably had health issues because of how defensive you was. That fighting probably caused you to have some serious bodily injuries from continuously getting damaged. Probably got jumped. I mean, I seen the Wheel of Fortune again, so I just feel like it was probably some more to it that I had to say. Virgo seems like a very stubborn person. One that does not care to really listen to other people's good advice. Kind of like something similar to Gemini. Gemini wants to hear negative advice purposefully, but they know what their potential is. They know what they can be. They know what is out there for them. Virgo, they kind of probably just like, it is what it is. Fuck it. It's whatever. Seven of Diamonds. More than likely, you're a person who, you could be so many steps forward into positivity, so many great things, so many good opportunities. You probably got to be on TV. You probably could have, had big opportunities that could have put you in a position like to be famous. And for whatever reason, you like two steps forward, like Pisces, and you went like whoop, because you was just like, wait, what? Me? Have this great opportunity? But I'm like my dad. So I don't think that I need this. I don't think I deserve it. No, don't compare yourself to someone else. Obviously, you have so many things that came to you for a reason. You were meant to be better than your father. Show your father that you are nothing like him. Have your own family. And don't be trying to raise his. Because that's his job, not yours. You don't become born to take over somebody else's role. It don't work like that. It's a lot of people where, we grow up and we responsible for our siblings because, you the oldest and your siblings is the youngest. Your mama gotta go to work or whatever, and or try to go to the grocery store or whatever, and they on suburban that shit because it's not meant for you to watch your siblings. But in this day and age, they make it seem like it's so normal. That is putting a child in a position where parents always be like, don't grow up too fast, don't have no kids, don't be opening up your legs, and all of this dumbass shit. But then, look, you probably done seen your parents, or at least heard your parents getting it on, just to be 100. Everybody probably done went through it. And you just like, ugh. Or your parents probably done talked about it. And you just like, really? Can you don't be like your parents, man. People following in the footsteps of generational curses of their parents is not for you. We have 10 of clubs. More than likely, you have come to a realization at this point in time where you're thinking like, I know that my life is not meant to be like it was when I was a child. And I know for sure that I am made to do great things. You probably have the realization of this on your mind, but it's covered. So instead of doing what's on your mind, you blocking it. You blocking your blessings. We have for whatever reason, I'm about to pick up 3 cards. They must have something to do with one another. At this point, more than likely, you and your mother, sibling, auntie, some female reference has grown up with you, seeing what you were like, wanted to be the reason that you were going to be better than your father or your mother or whoever you are similar to growing up as a child. And because they realized that you figured it out on your own, sibling mother reference, messiness, and the home, the nest, more than likely they are disappointed. They are upset with you because how the hell you gonna do it and I was supposed to do it. That's probably how they looking at you. They probably seen all the good opportunities you had doing it on your own. You had your moments where you're like, I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna try that. And then you ended up doing something else that you actually love doing. And it made you feel good. Seven of Diamonds, the star card. Be what you want to be. Don't be what other people expect you to be, or want you to be, or think you should be. That's not for them to decide. This is your life. You're going to live it. Not them. They're not going to be up under your ass 24/7 unless you're in a relationship with them. And you can more than likely be more interested in the person that you're in a relationship with. You could be more interested in what they got to say. Because obviously you're in a relationship with them for a reason. The person that you're in a relationship with, they're going to have your back. Regardless of whatever. We're young, so because of the way that we grew up, 3 of clubs, things don't seem like the way they should be. But for whatever reason, I think that the generation that we are in, for the 90s babies, we gonna make it for the most part. Because we got some fallen soldiers, unfortunately. And for the people that are here today, we still have a chance. We don't have to be like those people. We don't have to be like our parents. We don't gotta be like our grandparents. We don't gotta be like our cousin. We don't gotta be like somebody on TV if we don't wanna be. If that don't hit your soul and give you chills like, ooh, yes, then leave it alone. If you don't love it like you love the person you're in a relationship with, then leave it alone. We have a generation of 70s and 80s babies who have had parents who have more than likely, there was in a decade where cigarettes, you send your child to the motherfucking store and they could get you some motherfucking cigarettes. Now, you gotta be 21. And they did that this year. Because technically 18, you still a teenager. You feel grown, you wanna be grown, but you know, you always got that person in your ear like, nah, you ain't grown yet, you can't drink. Nah, you ain't grown yet, you can't smoke. Nah. Like, it's just like you still in a position to be a little kid. And they just made people feel even worse by just bumping it up to 21. So now you gotta be 21 to buy cigarettes. Now you gotta be 21 to buy liquor and all of that one stuff. Like, people ain't gonna find a way. I'm just saying, being realistic. We got the Ace of Clubs and the Seven of Clubs. For whatever reason, I get the idea just clubbing, turn up, do what you do, you know? For whatever reason, growing up, parents had us kind of like in a strict environment. And put us in a position where, like I said, siblings, we was responsible for watching our siblings, and it kept us from having a childhood. It kept us from having the opportunity to be able to grow up and figure out what we want to be, who we are. So it kind of was like, a jet lag where you got to figure out either after your siblings get a little older, or um, when you grown, with what type of person you want to be. You got to grow up outside of the home, which is totally backwards. More than likely, that's what Six of Hearts has to do with. Totally backwards. More than likely, our parents knew we was gonna be great people, but because they wasn't able to be great people, jealousy is something serious. Jealousy is something serious, people. People really take it to heart. This is Lovers in reverse. People really take it to heart that you can be better than them, and they hate it. So you try so hard to diminish yourself, undermine yourself, belittle yourself. No, don't do that. It's not for you to do. It's not for you to do. You're not here to keep pleasing your parents. One day, your parents ain't gonna be here. One day, your grandparents ain't gonna be here. Who you gonna please then? Jesus? You gonna be sitting in the church, bored, all alone, lonely, praising the Lord, because that's what grandma said. And you trying to talk to grandma still, and she don't even care no more. She gone. What's she here to live for? Queen of Diamonds. Clarification. More than likely got something to do with grandma. Or mama. You probably, once you began to realize your potential, you and your relationship between your parents have become very rocky, very difficult, very much of a struggle. Y'all probably don't see eye to eye, probably argue for no apparent reason, and you just like clueless on how this started. We just got to fighting, and she went left. I'm just like, whoa, what happened? Because your mom is knowing that you can be something great. Ace of Clubs. Ace of Hearts. Ace of Cups in reverse. But they are not happy with it. They aren't fully with you getting to a better position in your life, and they gonna do whatever they possibly can in they will of life, like whatever they gotta do to get in your way, they gonna do it. And I can reference for that today, honey. My parents got all up in my way. I was surprised as hell today. Went to my parents' house. Shit seemed cool. Shit seems like, what's going on here? Things are too nice. This seems a little different. I'm over here trying to pick up my stuff that's still here so that I can go about my way. And parents, you get to hide and shit. You get to being like little ass kids. When did parents become so immature? Because they was never mature in the first goddamn place. You ever see your parents? They always talk about, ooh, I love how it was back in the 80s. Still dressing the same as they did back in the 80s. Still got their clothes from when they was a teenager. Probably still got some stuff at their mama house that they go pick up and wear and stuff. Like, come on now. Get over yourself. Grow up. You parents have picked the position that they chose. Eight of Diamonds. It is written in stone the way that they chose their life. They cannot be mad at nobody but they self. Virgo, so don't take it out on you. Or anybody for that matter. I had me a long day today. So many distractions. So much crap. So much stress just to go get my stuff. And I still ain't got all my stuff. I got the stuff that mattered. That I need right now. But the paperwork and all of that shit, like, parents want to just hold your life. You ever hear parents, they always want to be like, your birth certificate and your diploma and your social security, it's all gonna stay here with me because you might lose it. So when you no longer in my life, then what's gonna happen with my birth certificate and my social security and all of that good stuff? How I'm gonna get a job? How I'm gonna get a place? Because you need all of that stuff to get a place and a job. But nah. Then you hit college. You need your diploma to show the school that you're going to that you graduated high school. But nah, they want to hold your shit hostage. Like, come on now. Come on now, parents. Virgo, don't let your parents get in your way, honey. Don't let anybody, grandma, aunties, cousins, any family, get in your way. Because they don't want to see you be great. You always hear people start talking about started from the bottom. No, yeah. And they always be talking about how they want to bring their family up. They want to buy their mama a house and all of this shit. But do you think them people is happy? They got to pay their mama mortgage and her bills, her water bill. And then on top of that, they got to pay their own goddamn mortgage, their own water bill. So you sitting up here famous as hell. Got all this goddamn money. And you taking the time, the hard work that you put into that music or that acting or that commercial, whatever the case may be, and you over here giving it all to your parents. What sense do that make? People always be like, my parents and my grandma, they did so much for me when I was a little kid, and I just want to make sure that I do the same thing back for them. But think about it though. It was their responsibility to do that. Your parents, for one, you didn't ask to be here. It was them who got knocked up, them who had labor, and them who pushed you out. Okay? So it was their responsibility to raise you, their responsibility to take care of you, their responsibility to make sure you learned everything that you needed to learn. Or went to school, graduated, and all of that good shit. But no, parents get in the way. And then you feel obligated to give them money, to give them shit. Fuck. If I'm still living in your house, then obviously there's something that I'm missing here. There's something I didn't learn that I needed to learn in life. Some people are just assholes and choose to just sit in the house even though they know exactly what they need to know, but the parents always promising. Parents is always good for promises. Promises that are unkept. Don't believe them unkept promises. Don't believe it. Don't trust your parents if they didn't make sure you was great growing up. I could see a high and by relationship and that's it. Shit, sometimes that's too much. If you don't feel like you need to visit, don't. I swear. Don't. Now, there's some people out here that got good parents. But I think that it's a rare situation. Alright, so for Virgo, I done got all lot of hand and stuff. Virgo, for the future of Virgo. What do we need? Okay. We didn't even finish. Let me finish what I'm saying first. And then we could like flop out some chords. Shit. Okay. Gods and goddesses in the universe, please tell me what we need to tell Virgo for their future. Okay. We're just gonna flop out cards either way. So we got Six of Hearts again. And 7 of Spades in reverse. Interesting situation because 6 of Hearts was just in the other reading. Oh yeah, I didn't do the 3 card. Actually, yes I did. Yes I did. I'm tripping. Just all over the place. Just like parents be having me fucked up. I'm sorry, y'all. Because they part of the reason why the generation so fucked. 4 Death card in the upright. I can only imagine. We got 2 types of different death cards. And 1 in reverse, 1 in the upright. We gone this one. But I just knew he was gonna see it again. 5 of clubs. In reverse. Got both of them C's on there. For whatever reason, I think Virgo kind of just looks at things like if it's this way. Hold on. Just a card, for example. Just if it's upright, maybe it's like this for real. Just to be 100. Probably looking at shit all types of backwards, upside down. You might want to change the way that you see things. Nine of diamonds. I thought that I wasn't gonna see it again, but it's here in the upright. Mm. Nine of spades. Seems like a depression here. Seems like things aren't going the way you want. Three of the clubs again. Who we? Okay. 4, 7 cards out right now. Ace of clubs. Seven of clubs again. And we did the flick of the wrist and all of that shit, y'all. Still came out the same. I know I did the spin of the spins of the cards, but like, dang. I was just going off of me trying to be nice. And this one. Nine of hearts. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, we got 11 cards out. So, for whatever reason, more than likely, this has auntie, uncle, any family older than you reference. You probably starting a lesson to them for once in your life. Whoa. You probably take into account of their feelings because more than likely your family has some health issues. And you're one in the bunch that kind of just got lucky. Um, More than likely it was for a reason. You know, we done seen Queen 3 different times in the clarifications. 2 times it was the same card, and now we got a different Queen. It's just like, alright. So, 6 of hearts again. Lovers in reverse. More than likely at this point in time, you are, like I say, you're listening to your family. You're probably going against everything that the person you're in a relationship is saying. And you guys are probably bumping heads. We got the 7 of clubs and the 4 of clubs. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm saying clubs. Excuse me. 7 of spades in reverse, 4 of spades, and 5 of clubs. More than likely, you might realize that the person that you're currently in a relationship with is not meant for you, Virgo. Probably a twin flame instead of a soulmate. There's a difference between the two. Leave a comment if you're interested in a video on it. Um, or I like one of the two. Um, and the differences between the both of them. I'll do my research and I'll give my own opinion. So you probably look at them like, this ain't what it's cut out to be. Death card can either have something to do with the death of a family member or the death of a relationship. In this case, it could be one or the other or both. Um, the person that you're probably in a relationship with is probably like the flames, twin flame. They're probably like selling you all these great dreams, making you feel like, oh, we are just gonna be one beautiful couple. We are gonna be the best. We are so much alike, and more than likely, y'all probably alike in a way, but in a negative way. And you're starting to put two and two together. You're starting to see those false dreams. You're starting to. We got the nine. We got 993. Okay. 9 of diamonds, 9 of spades, 3 of clubs. If you've been seeing 911 a lot, more than likely it has to do with something about to happen. Look it up. Look at it in both ways. Keep your mind open and don't go with the okie doke for the first thought. Always have expect the unexpected. That's my thing motto. Expect the unexpected, because things could be great, things could be lovely, but unless you know for sure that it's gonna be 1,000, you're gonna be iffy. So 9 of diamonds, 9 of spades. This is in the upright. Like I said, you realizing them false dreams, you realizing that false hope. You realizing it was just not meant to be, but it was just a comfortable situation that you went through during the time because you needed somebody to keep you company, make you feel good, do whatever it is they probably did to make you feel loved. It's probably a fantasy life. You have better opportunities, better choices for you to come. This person, they probably could be getting in the way of your blessings, conniving. And it's in reverse. Probably making you feel uncomfortable right about now. All that love that they was given, more than likely, it's not the same no more. And you starting to see that love is just not genuine. That love was just kabuki mask, facade, fake. And you just like, dang, it was just great. What just happened? And this is probably a person you live with or been in a relationship with for a long period of time. And you just never thought that it would ever happen. Things happen for a reason. We got the Ace of Clubs. More than likely, this person was very judgmental of your decisions. And a person in a relationship with you, they're not going to be judgmental of your decisions unless is highly necessary, and they really know that, like, um you might want to watch out for this one, because it's no good. Like, they gonna have your back. They gonna tell you 100 what it is and what it ain't. They ain't gonna sugarcoat it unless they that type of person that knows how to say things without hurting your feelings too much, but they get the point across. You're going to find the person that you are meant to be in a relationship with. Or more than likely, they are already in your path, and the person that you have been in a relationship with has been blocking them from being able to be a part of your life. I would say, if you know that and you have that feeling, you have that gut feeling, you know in your soul, your mind, your body, your heart, that this is just not it, go with it. I know sometimes going going through with something new is scary, but it's levels to everything in life. Unless you want to stay at level 2 all the time, I will get over that fear. It's the same as, like I was saying with my Leo reading. You gotta jump sometimes to get to the next level. Sometimes you gotta take that bravery step, and it's always scary at first. But then once you get into the feel of it, it's just like, dang, I never thought that this could happen before. I never knew that this could be real. Like, you're gonna find your happiness. Just don't let people get in the way. Seven of clubs in reverse. More than likely, this gives me the reference to children. Where some Virgos out there, you might be pregnant with a person that you do not want to be in a relationship with, or you're feeling like you're stuck in that relationship because you might got this lease or whatever that y'all holding on to. You know what I'm saying? Figure out a way to get out of that situation. Do what you gotta do. If you gotta start showing them in their face, like, yo, this is where I'm at, I'm sorry. Especially if this person has more to offer emotionally, comforting, loving, should probably intimately. Probably a situation you just never thought that you could be in. Now, I will say, a person, if they love you and they want to be with you, they'll take everything that you have as a package, as a whole. And they'll accept it, do what they can to get through it so that y'all can reach y'all best points in life. That's a person that really, really is down for you. If a person make you feel like you walking on eggshells, that's not meant for you. If you feel like you gotta be careful in your relationship, you gotta say certain things just so you don't get in trouble, or you don't, it's like a parent situation. You gotta be real iffy on it. You should not be like that. We have Nine of Hearts here. You have plenty of opportunities to come your way. You're more than likely in a position where you about to be getting on your feet. You about to get your job together. You about to get a new place. You might have the opportunity to get your license, get a new vehicle, whatever the case may be. You are in a mindset where you're moving forward with life, and you're going to live it to the best of your abilities, and you're going to do that with every opportunity. You have open arms to it. You taking every challenge in life and you're like, come on, bring it on. Leaving the past in the past and only looking forward to the future. And I gotta say, that is a great mindset. Okay? A great one. Now, boom. Queen of Clubs. Now, that parent that knew that you could be great and knew that they could help you, but they didn't, because you decided you was going to take your life and your matters in your own hands because they probably seemed like they was perping. So, boom. Now you are in a position where you are over them. You are over them mentally, spiritually, emotionally. You're not on the bull crap that they talking about. You are to the point where every argument you know how to conduct yourself with the argument. Is either you continue to talk it out, talk it out, talk it out, but it's eventually gonna get like, oh, and you gonna be like, I know that you taught me to be like respectful and all of that, but this is a point in time where I'm grown and I'm gonna have to disrespect you because you disrespected me. You give respect to get it. If people ain't giving